FGA reaches out to community children between the ages of 5 to 12 years old, mostly from non-Christian backgrounds. Children came mainly from the Kepong and Damansara Damai areas, and we provided transport for many of them too. The meetings usually consisted of games, songs and teaching, with some time for small groups at the end. Every week we would have about 40 children attending, along with 15 adult and youth volunteer staff. And then the MCO happened. When we did start FGA on Zoom in May 2020, it had quite a kids' TV kind of feel. Communication was mostly one way from the presenter to the children, who were not always very responsive. However, we soon realized that not every element translated effectively, particularly the songs part. It just wasn't connecting and engaging with the children. So now we leave out the singing during the meetings, well, other than a chaotic happy birthday where everyone is unmuted during the birthday party. Gauging the children's responsiveness was a problem at the beginning. In some ways, it's still challenging now. It's easy to get discouraged when the children don't turn on their videos or respond to us. And so as staff, we encourage ourselves to keep inviting the children and to keep sowing seeds of love. And we have actually seen a change in some children where they are now, in fact, more responsive. And especially for children from non-Christian backgrounds, the results of this sowing might not be seen till much later than we would like. But it's okay. Looking back over the last 1.5 years, I would say that the single biggest benefit God has given us on Zoom has been breakout rooms. Really, breakout rooms are the lifeblood of FGA now. So much so that it's almost 1/3 of the whole meeting duration. Through small groups in the rooms, there is space for leaders to engage in age-relevant ways, to disciple children more effectively, and where children themselves can know each other better and learn to be leaders and encouragers themselves. Of all the things that COVID has taken away from us, breakout rooms is the one thing God has given and made the way for FGA online to be even more than it was in person. After all, in a physical setting, unless we have multiple empty rooms for individual groups to use, it's difficult to have private, focused, meaningful group time, especially when everyone is noisy in the same hall. Lastly, we can also see how the leaders themselves in FGA are growing and being discipled over the last 1.5 years. On their own initiative now, they also brainstorm among themselves activity and lesson ideas and slides to supplement the main teaching material. And even more than that, we can see how God is deepening their commitment and heart for Him and the ministry. None of us really could have predicted how 2020 and now 2021 and beyond would have turned out for FGA. On one hand, we can see the things we've lost, but on the other, God has given us so much more, and in such unexpected ways. He's taken the reach of FGA so much further than it originally could have gone. We have children now joining us from Sri Petaling, Bukit Jalil, and even Kelantan. He's given us ways to connect with parents and families through even just delivering birthday gifts. And by God's grace, in the most unlikely and challenging of circumstances, we can see both the children as well as the staff being discipled effectively. Praise God, truly, all glory goes to Him.